Alrighty. So this is going to be a review of a Gold 2 Ekko loss where he goes 7-7 and 3. He's playing top lane with Ignite. Alright. If you're going to go top lane, you should take teleport. Just in general. Because the way you affect the rest of the map is by teleporting bot lane behind them when they're doing something. By split pushing and then teleporting in. Like, you can't. Your options to affect the rest of the game when you don't take teleport are just so limited. And if you don't smash lane, which eventually as you climb you'll find people that are as good as you or better in lane. Like I don't know how good you are at laning, but eventually you'll find people that are just as good as you, if not better. And if they take teleport, you're fucked because they'll be able to contain you and they'll be able to keep you up top, and then they'll be able to do something else somewhere else. Like because when your bot lane pushes up and they start getting teleported on, and you're too low to go in on this guy or whatever, and you need to back, or they're just like somewhere else and they're teleporting in and you can't counter teleport, you're fucked. You lose the game off of that. I would not take Ignite. For I just wouldn't, like, unless you're always gonna stomp. So it looks like you're playing against a Volibear, which is fun. Um, I don't see you getting a lot of opportunity to kill this guy. Like the Ignite at least will be nice in the 1v1 against his passive, but I still don't think you'll have the damage for a long time. But we'll see how you do. Alright, so you know their jungler started bot side. Your jungler's in Italy, their jungler is a Scion. So, Scion ganks seem like a fun time. Yeah, it looks like you're having a pretty good time in trades. That, uh, that Negatron ain't paying off for him. So you force a flash. Get his passive. Ekko's a fun champion to play against. Um, okay. So let's look at the wave and see who this is worth for. It is not worth to trade one for one. Because if you just sit here and CS and deny him CS, you will eventually get more gold than he will, just by virtue of CSing. 11 CS is worth a kill. But this dive, like, I mean, you kind of, yeah, you just shouldn't have gone in for it. Like, you even have W yet? Okay, if you were gonna plan a dive, you should have started with the W first off, because that shield might have been able to save you. But I just don't think it's worth it to try and even go for the dive. Because against a jungler that doesn't clear as slow as Scion, like if you were against a better jungler, they would be right here right now. And if you're sitting here low and you want to push in this cannon wave, and this jungler comes around behind you, which they will, or if they were Rek'Sai and they come right through here, you're gone. It's just, it's just not that good to go that aggressive early on. Like the extra gold, the extra 100 gold that you get for killing him first is nice, but instead, you're just kind of gonna have a bad day. The good news is this wave should push back into you, and it should be like right here when you get back. But yeah, you got the better of the wave, but that was still just a bad dive. I don't think you should have gone that aggressive. You should have saved it for something else. Because you can get a good like 11 CS advantage off of the harass that you were doing here. Because he wasn't gonna do shit. right? You could have gotten a good, kill worth of advantage, and then all end him later, or maybe with your jungler because he's gonna get tanky. But that was just, I just don't think it was a worth trade. It's better to just deny him CS. It's much more reliable. You're not using your W very often, and you also don't want to trade with him when he has a level on you. And this is a bad gank. All she's doing now is taking your CS and tanking a minion wave. Oh. You don't want to do this either, because now he has a red buff. He could probably kill you, actually, if he just went in on the minion wave. I'm tilted. Yeah, you don't want to chase into a red buff, dude. You should have just let her die. That was just a really unfortunate series of events. Chasing into the red buff, like, you should have pinged her off, okay? Just a reminder. I think you duo with this guy. I'm pretty sure you do. But you should have pinged him off, because there's no way he wins that trade, right? This volley's too tanky. He's got MR, so that's going to be good against Nidalee. And you're chasing him into a cannon wave. So you should have pinged him off of that, first off. And second off, you shouldn't have followed him, because he had red buff after that. And he honestly probably could have just dueled you in the minion wave and won if he just smacked your face. So that was a really bad series of events. And now this Volibear is fed. And he's going to be unkillable early on. But, oh yeah, the other reason you don't want to go 1-for-1 is because he has TP. Like, he got back to this lane early, he got the XP advantage from that, and that's what helped him, like, win this, like, series of, that's what helped him get this series of kills, these 2 free solo kills that he got, right? Because he was able to TP back, and this is another reason that Ignite really isn't worth it. Because, he's going to come back and he's, like, because with TP, he's slowly just going to get XP advantages, right? That's what's going to happen. Like, if you watch Huni play Ekko top, what he does is he takes TP, and he just uses his ult to come back to lane every time he goes. Like, right? Every time he backs, he just uses his ult to come back, and he slowly uses that to build an XP and CS advantage. And then, because he doesn't have to use his TP to get back to lane, he can TP to other lanes and help them. That's what you should do, because that is much more reliable, and that will build you just as much of a gold and XP lead as just killing him over and over again. Oh, missed the cannon. I'm tilted. Oh, you're gonna miss all of these. Okay, you didn't miss all of them, but it's damn close. At this point, I don't think I would be going for Trinity Force. I would go for some sort of tankier item, or even like fucking boots. Like maybe since they have these lovely auto attack based champions here in the names of Jhin and Volibear, you should go for some early what's it called? Early tabby. Clear the word, please. Just clear the word. Alright. We'll talk about bushes in a second. But yeah, I would go for early Tabi, because this guy's just gonna fuck your day up. Because like that'll help you versus Jhin too. So his 1400 damage crits only do 1280 damage Kappa. But you should yeah. You definitely shouldn't be building for Trinity Force now that you're behind. Like, Trinity Force is what you start with when you're ahead. I'm pretty sure. I usually see it as a second item on Echoes. Maybe you just like for the snowball, but you're not snowballing in this game anymore. You're against a 3-1 Volibear. The other thing is you need to make sure this gets into tower. Just harass him with Qs, right? Because as long as you have this minion wave, he can't go on you. Even with the red buff, and if he tries to go on you and he just runs in your face, then you Q him and you E away. But he shouldn't be able to just freeze this here for free. You should be harassing him with Qs to get it under the turret. Because if he gets to freeze this here, you're going to be even more fucked than you currently are. Because all that happens is, like, Scion reaches 6, and he ganks top, and you die. But yeah, you don't want to let him freeze this. You can't let him freeze this for free. The other thing, whenever you're walking through river, you need to check brushes because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 common warding spots in river, and a lot of these are pink ward spots. This is a pink ward spot that top laners use. This is a pink ward spot. This is a pink ward spot, and this is a pink ward spot. Check these fucking brushes because if he like, you should just clear this. But if he gets to keep this there for a long time, just because you weren't looking, it's so bad. Like, what are you looking at right now? What could you possibly be looking at? Are you looking at bot lane? Why are you even looking at the rest of the map? You don't even have TP. You can't TP to anything. Check the fucking brush. Always check brushes when you're going through river. Always. Okay. So, this... Okay. This is bad. You should see this wolf spirit. They know where you place this pink ward. 100%. This pink ward is going to last 2 minutes. Or like 1 minute. Point is, like, the next time someone walks into this jungle, it's gone because they already know where it is. The information is going to be useless because they can just play around it. Right? If you get spotted by the wolf spirit, number one, you should not place pink ward because it's useless now. They can play around this pink ward 100%. This Scion is smart. He'd actually he'd use this pink ward to bait the shit out of you, right? Because he can like leave his blue buff up and then take this weird path through here because he knows you don't have anything else warded. Or you can take the weird path through Tribrush and he comes from behind you and you're fucking dead because you thought you were safe, but you're actually not. Since you're behind, this pink ward should go here. Alright? Because this is a really good path that mid laners and junglers will take to gank you from as a red side top laner. Right? Red side top lane is one of the most pain in the ass things in the universe because this is a really easy path to gank top laners on when they're red side. Right? This is why blue side top lane is also very strong. Like, this guy is so secure now. Because the only people that can fucking gank him over this wall are Lee Sin and Rek'Sai. And guess what you have? You have a fucking Nidalee. Right? She can't gank over this wall very well. She can't dive very well. She's not a Lee Sin or Rek'Sai. And by the way, that's why Lee Sin was strong, and that's why Rek'Sai is strong right now, because she can gank blue side top laners. Right? So this is bad. Like, you needed to place that pink ward there. Okay, you're lucky this guy is dumb and decided to push. Because if he had frozen it there, you were fucked a million times more than you currently were. Because he could just sit there and then only last hit the wave. And then what do? You don't do anything and you just die to the next gank that comes through. But imagine if you had this pinked and this warded. Like, you'd be so secure from any gank right now, which is what you need to be in order to stay in the game. So now you're really low on mana. Oh, you missed the second proc of the Q. Do you go back in? Thank God you don't. That skin is sick, though. So you placed another pink there, which you should have seen, since you used it to get rid of your ward. That was bad. You could have stayed in. You could have stayed in for the stun, and then your ult would be here, and you could have killed him. Oh, he fucking killed you. That feels bad, fam. Alright, yeah. And now, since you don't have TP, you're gonna miss a million waves, and this guy isn't. By the way, tell Scooby Dooby here that taking fucking cleanse on Arya is one of the most pointless things in the universe versus this guy. I'm tilted. I am so tilted. Yeah, you don't want to take cleanse as Ahri versus Veigar. Okay? Because, oh my god. She should have just switched back to normal form and autoed that guy once, and then she wouldn't have had to take all this damage. But yeah, you don't need to take cleanse as Ari versus Veigar. Like, you're not that immobile. You should just be able to R away after a certain point, and he can't kill you before he hits 6, so there's like nothing you have to worry about. Yeah, now you just cry. You fucking made your bed, now you lie in it. When he walks in at you, don't open with the E, just open with the Q. That should slow him enough, and you should be able to walk away. You don't have to blow E and Q every time he tries to walk towards you. You're just losing mana when you do that. This is greedy. I don't know what you expect to happen here. If you had ult, maybe that would work. This guy's gonna 1v2. I see it. I smell it. That's a really dead giveaway for a gank. If you wanted to make this gank work, your best shot would have been just to be able to like push the wave in just a little bit and have Nidalee lane gank. But that, because you know this is fucking pink warded if you're paying attention. And the other thing, like, even if it's not pink warded, there should probably be a ward in here because he's been pushed in so much. So if you want to make this work, you need to clear the wave, which you should be able to do since you're Ekko and you just spam Qs like a bitch. And then this guy walks in here, and then as you slowly push up the wave and bait this guy into all-inning you, suddenly the Nidalee comes out of the bush and you kill him. But, no. Alright, no. Especially since you're fucking duo with this guy. I know you are. Have him lane gank instead. Because he's not going to have a really easy time ganking from here. First off. Second off, it's likely warded, so. And again, if you just froze it, you are fucked in a million ways other than you were before. Oh, now you can kill him. Nice. Oh, feels bad. Man, imagine if you hadn't given him 3 free kills already, Kappa. The fact that you almost 1v1'd him when you were that far behind is a testament how disgusting Ekko is. Please tell him never to play Ari again. For the love of gentle Jesus. For the love of us weebs that actually respect that champion. Alright, so he's 2 levels ahead. And because he's actually been, CSing, he has 20 CS on you, which is about a little under 2 kills worth of CS. So this guy is effectively 7-1 compared to you. Just think about that for a second. That's how far behind you are. So you don't know where the volley is. At least you have a pink ward here now. Alright, as soon as you see the volley here, push. Push, push, push. Push this into tower. Please tell me you Q this wave. Nope. Yeah, you should have pushed immediately when you saw the volley. Because you need to get revenge, but now this wave is going to be like right here in this weird spot. You better immediately Q this fucking wave. You need to be pushing as hard as you can. Yeah. There you go. Hit it. And you could detonate that with your Q. Oh. Check for wards. Alright. Just a slight tip. Always clear the pink ward before you place your ward. Right? Because this ward, it wasted a couple seconds of its life, and now they know exactly where it is. So if you just wait a little bit until you place this ward, number 1, it'll last longer, and number 2, they won't know exactly where you placed it. Also, since you're against a Scion, you don't need to place it here, exactly. You can place it like right here. And that would be a little bit better, because this way you can see them come out of their jungle entrance, and then he can't ward hop over the wall, so it's not like, or he can't like jump over it or ward hop over it or anything like that. So if you place it right here, you can watch him come out of his jungle entrance. You can get a little bit of a vision in front of the Rift Herald, so you know this Volibear doesn't become any more of a god than he already is. And it's just overall better, right? Like, so if you place the ward right here, you get vision on Rift Herald, you get vision on this jungle entrance, and that'll protect you from ganks that not only come from here, but it might also protect your mid laner if they gank through here. So. Like, this ward does what this ward does, pretty much. But better, because you can see what direction they're going, if they go there or they go there. And if you really wanted to be thorough, you could have placed the ward here, and you could have placed the ward here. And that would have been more than enough. Also, check brushes. Check brushes! You saw most of their team. You can afford to walk into this brush and check it for pink ward. Same for this one. Always check brushes in river. Alright, your Ekko, it's not like you're going to die anytime soon. And now, because you don't have TP. Okay, never mind. You're back. Oh, he's dumbass. But he's so tanky because he has 1,000,000 kills. What are you doing, dude? Are you tilted? Why do you have a pink ward there? Did you just do that to deny him from getting this pink ward? Because that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. You don't want to waste it like that. Like, even if you're just beaming, you shouldn't waste it like that. Yeah, diving an Ekko is a really, just use your Q to detonate those third procs. Okay, it looks like it didn't even kill him. Your mid laner tilts me. This tower's pretty much gone. I don't think there's anything you can do. Got tower. Got an Italy. Man, imagine if you had a teleport for a play right now. Holy shit, the Morgana stole it. I'm tilted. Yeah, this Ignite hasn't done jack shit for you, dude. You really shouldn't take Ignite when you're top lane. It's just so bad. But it's especially bad when you get behind. Like, that's the worst thing about it. Right? Because that guy's just going to get further ahead because he can use TP and you can't. And because you don't have kill pressure because you're behind, you just can't do anything. Like, the Ignite is useless because you're too far behind to actually use it to do anything. Holy, Benny Hill theme song activate. Here we go. You actually got him.
team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright. So at least you made a comeback with that bot lane play. I feel when your jungler has almost as much CS as you, because you're straight garbage. Feels passive, man. The snipe. Is she building Lichbane? Kill me. Okay. So at this point, you guys need to be looking for picks, which is what you've been getting. That's how you'll win the game. You're not going to win it with split pushing because you'll just get out split pushed by the Volibear. Unless you get really fed. And you're not going to win it with the team fighting because they're just infinitely better than you guys at team fighting. Yeah. The Jhin Morg combo sounds like ugh. But Sion, Jhin, Morgana, Volibear, Veigar.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
You also can't win it with split pushing because you have Ignite instead of TP. Okay. You should just keep split pushing. You see most of them, to be honest. Okay, so you're gonna go for the flunk? Nope. You should be over here right now. There you are. There you go, the comeback. Holy shit. Despite completely misplaying your laning phase, you're playing the fights okay. I don't know why the Ahri wasn't there. Imagine if this guy had Ahri for backup, Kappa. So you guys are gonna come contest. This will be really rough. Because they're just so much better at team fighting than you guys. Like, unless your Sivir's a god. That almost stole it. Imagine if you were split pushing top with TP. Okay. Nice. Those mechanics, out of this world. That's him. Look at this nice wave that you could be pushing into tier 2 if you had TP. That's the kind of wave that Volley can't 1v1 you in. the kind of wave that. Oh, that's hilarious. And he misses. Oh, is he wasted? He's. Oh! Ooh, Rylai's. Holy ukes. Rest in peace. This is a good call. It's funny that they chased her that long, though. Get the inhib. Get the inhib. What's that Jin gonna do 1v2? You could have gotten the inhib. And at this point, since you're already kind of far behind on the... Oh, actually, you're not that far behind on map pressure. Definitely feels like it, though. Okay. I think, honestly, I would have gone for a Banshees instead of Tabby. Or instead of Merc Treads. Because I really think the Tabby would be much better. I guess they do have a Morgana. I don't know. Oh, you're gone. It's over. I don't know why your Ahri is split pushing. If you want to take Ignite on Ekko, then have your mid laner take teleport for you. Almost, fam. Probably should have put the W in there before you eat in, but... So I'm pretty sure you could put the W in here from right here. So... What?
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Fam, where's your ignite?
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Unlucky.
Aced.
Alright. Uh, yeah. This is a couple big mistakes there. Um, do not think taking Ignite Echo Top is good, right? Because if you don't snowball, which will happen when you climb and get better, you get absolutely fucked. You will lose out on XP, you will lose out on gold, you will lose out on map pressure, right? And there is just absolutely no coming back. They played a lot of those team fights really badly, and you played fairly well in the team fights. But this Volibear didn't need to play well because all he does is walk up and smack people in the face. And that's really the story of it. Like the Volibear just outperformed you in every way. um, yeah, I wouldn't have gone for Merc Treads. I think that if you're gonna play Ekko, you shouldn't get hit by a lot of skill shots like Morgana Q that often, and you really didn't. Shouldn't get hit by Jin W that often, and you really didn't. Shouldn't get hit by Veigar stun cage ever, and you really didn't. Merc Treads would have been a lot better for you there, and the Spectre's Cowl that you're going to get later would have been fine. You needed more. You needed more armor. Cause that's this guy and that Jin were really what was doing damage to you guys. I think itemizing for the Veigar was a big mistake because he's like the number one AP dealer on their team, and he's not doing that well overall. I mean, he's not like 14-5. He's 4-4. Like, he's not going to do anything to you. But this fucker, he does things to you. This fucker, he does things to you. These are two really big auto attacking champions on the enemy team, and this guy also does AD damage. And I think that the Merc Treads reducing that by 10% would have saved you in a couple instances. Or not the Merc Treads, the Ninja Tabby reducing that auto attack damage would have saved you in a couple instances. Uh, a lot more than the Merc Treads did. I don't think the Merc Treads really paid off. Um, don't take Ignite for the love of Jesus. Please clear wards when you're walking through bushes, especially in river, because these are all very common warding spots. Um, and overall, it's better to build the CS lead than to try and go for kills in early dives. Like, it doesn't pay off very often. And if it goes bad, as you saw in this game, it goes really fucking bad. Especially when the enemy is playing something as simple as Volibear. Because that champion, it works like a line. If he starts the game on the up and up, he's going to end the game clawing people's faces in and just right-clicking people. If he starts the game on a downslope, he's going to just keep pretty much going down. Maybe not as hard as other champions, but like this guy couldn't fuck up because he's playing the simplest champion in the game. He couldn't fuck up at all. You gave him those kills and he won, and that's what happened. Um, Obviously there were some other misplays, really unfortunate choices by other members of your team, but you not having TP, like because I said this is how you impact the game as a top laner, and that's how you can also come back, and that's how you can also reduce someone's CS advantages in lane. Just fucked you. You got behind and you could never come back, and you did almost come back, but that was because of the enemy fucking up. Um, the enemy that weren't Volibear, and unfortunately the Volibear was able to stay a steady course and just right click people. That's why you lost this game. You could have won it, definitely, with better choices. It's not like mechanical mistakes, it's mostly choices.
Red team's turret has been
Other
destroyed.
than forgetting to use your W, like it seems like you don't use your W a lot, and that is the hardest part of Ekko's
Red
kit.
team's turret has been destroyed.
So, good luck in your future games, fam.